station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
You're watching DC News Now at 9.
And coming up tonight, a Prince George's County school teacher goes missing.
At this point, we do not have any indication of foul play.
Tonight, the search to find her.
Plus, the DC region celebrates National Night Out, a chance for police officers to meet the communities they serve. But this year, some conversations getting serious, and many are turning their focus to youth gun violence. We are live in DC tonight asking tough questions about how law enforcement is addressing rising crime involving our youth.
A sweeping new indictment against former President Donald Trump. Washington Post reporter weighs in on those charges.
And our top story tonight, Greenbelt police looking for a Prince George's County teacher missing since Saturday. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris Flanagan. Police say 59-year-old Miriam Torres Sila was last seen near her home in Greenbelt. She's not been home or heard from since Saturday. Our Daniel Hamburg talked to police and colleagues and joins us live tonight at Greenbelt Police headquarters. And Daniel, friends told police this is very unlike her to just disappear.
Well, Chris, that's because she's a part of this community through her volunteer work, going to her mosque and teaching at the local French immersion school. So a lot of people are concerned for her well-being. Missing flyers have gone up around the neighborhood where Miriam Torres Sila was last seen Saturday around 8 p.m.
We were notified by a family friend who told us that it's unlike her to not be around, not to show up. She apparently didn't show up at her job. She hasn't been back to the house.
Greenbelt Police spokesperson Ricardo Dennis says her phone last pinged in the area where she lives on Lake Park Drive. Across the street, Schromm Hills Park was closed for several hours Tuesday morning.
According to her friend, that's an area that she frequently goes to walk and it's close to her home. So we just wanted to make sure we went through there just in case.
Melinda Conrad Brown has been helping distribute the missing flyers. She works with Sila at Dora Kennedy French Immersion School.
I've met her through the substitute process, coming into the school, and she's been very sweet to me. The kids love her. Oh, Madam Sila.
Conrad Brown says losing her would be devastating to the school community.
I was heartbroken when I saw that she was missing, and I really want her to come back.
Police need the public's help.
At this point, we do not have any indication of foul play. So what we were concerned about is the fact that she has a medical condition that requires medication, and all of her medication is back at her residence.
Now, Sila is 135 pounds and 5'5". If you have any information about where she may be, you're asked to call Greenbelt Police. We're live in Greenbelt. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thank you. All right, let's get a first check on the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb.
Yeah, Janessa, we got lucky with a nice night, and tomorrow looks spectacular.
Yeah, excited about tomorrow throughout your entire day. A good amount of sunshine. There is a little bit of a haze. Wildfire smoke is slightly returning. It's not going to cause an air quality concern, but you're going to definitely notice it. And that's what we've been dealing with the last couple of days. It's been kind of this gloss over layer where you're losing the sunshine, but we're dealing with pretty dry conditions across the region. Our city looks very lovely right now. We still have about 200 customers without power, but look how good of a job crews have done to kind of pick up the pieces after what happened over the weekend with all that severe weather. So they are urgently working pretty hard here, and they're happy to be working under very clear conditions, dry weather up and down the East Coast here. And it's all due to the key player that's coming out of Detroit and the Cleveland area, making its way into central Pennsylvania. That's going to allow for another sunny day across the region. But I think the big talker at this point is below average temperatures. Folks, we should be middle to upper 80s for this time of year. We've stepped out of July and welcome to August. And so now we start really thinking about the dog days of summer. And so this cooler air mass is a little bit unexpected. Right now, temperatures right now, 74 44 for the suburbs of D.C. Good evening, Winchester. 66 out towards Annapolis into Baltimore, into the middle 70s. Orange County into 66 to about 65 degrees. Our wind flow is now starting to calm down, but it's going to allow us to get really cool tonight. And now we're watching our next storm system. That's not going to be a key player until really as it makes its way across the center of the country, impacting our area as we go into your Thursday. We'll check out that forecast coming up.
All right, Jenna, so thanks. All new tonight, all of George Washington Parkway is expected to reopen before tomorrow's morning rush. The northbound lanes reopened earlier this afternoon, but southbound lanes have been closed since Saturday. Crews removed more than 250 trees and more than 500 tons of wood and debris in the aftermath of Saturday's storms. And across the district, crews have removed more than 200 trees, and 50 tons of debris since those storms hit. A reminder, you can call 311 to have the city come pick up debris from the storm in your area. Now, if you still have branches or tree limbs in your private yard, you can bring them to the Fort Totten transfer station sometime between 10 o'clock in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And in Montgomery County, crews have been working around the clock to address downed trees and electrical wires. 2 trees fell on homes, and one, which you can see right here, onto an apartment complex in Rockville. The city of Rockville had to delay yard waste collection to this Friday instead. Customers are asked not to move it themselves. And juvenile crime, it was top of mind for many heading to one of the district's National Night Out events tonight, where the discussions focus on public safety and how the community can address crime together. Now, reporter Marielle Carbone was out at the Ward 5 kickoff event earlier tonight. She joins us live from police headquarters. And Marielle, several district officials said tonight the teen crime and gun violence that we're seeing is unacceptable.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why they were making a big push for community involvement in addressing the crime. You know, tonight really a chance for people to come together and talk about public safety, as well as collaborate on solutions in a positive environment. Behind the laughter, food, and football, the conversations here at DC's National Night Out are serious.
Makes me lose sleep at night thinking about what's going to happen with our kids.
Sharon Thomas is a recently retired middle school teacher. Her biggest concern when it comes to public safety, youth gun violence.
There are too many of our young people that are becoming victims of gun violence.
So far this year, 67 juveniles have been shot in D.C., up from 42 during the same time last year. Meanwhile, others are the shooters. Most recently, a 14-year-old is accused of killing a construction worker at Howard University campus. When it comes to guns, D.C. police recovered nearly 3,200 firearms last year, up from 2,300 in 2021.
We know there's far too much gun violence and way too many of our young people involved in crime.
District officials like Deputy Mayor of Public Safety Lindsay Appiah say it's the responsibility of the entire community to address youth gun crime.
I think that has a lot to do with our image and the image that is displayed to us. Guns and stuff is normalized as children.
Marcia Hairston believes events like National Night Out can help shift that mindset.
It's important that we do have these things going on to let them know that we gotta change it. You gotta change your image, how you see yourself, how you present yourself, and what you consider valuable.
And D.C. Acting Police Chief Pamela Smith, she was at that Ward 5 event tonight. She declined to speak to media one-on-one, but she did address the public, saying that she is committed to addressing crime. Reporting live from police headquarters tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, D.C. News Now.
Marielle, thank you. So National Night Out events took place all around the D.C. region. And in Fairfax County, Police Chief Kevin Davis playing basketball against teens at the Lorton Community Center. And the first person to make it from the three-point line won an official FCPD challenge coin.
Well, food, games, and entertainment, part of National Night Out in Prince George's County. Safety was also a big topic. Coming up all new at 9:30, our Yamari Sase is in Brandywine asking officers about how effective the county's summer crime initiative has been in curbing violence.
And new today, former President Donald Trump has been indicted on 4 counts by a grand jury in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the Justice Department says that investigation, led by Special Counsel Jack Smith, found evidence of crimes committed by Trump during the lead up to the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. The new indictment is separate from the charges Trump faces in a Florida federal court. That's for the alleged mishandling of classified documents and a potential indictment in Georgia for Trump's alleged attempts to overturn that state's 2020 election results. On DC News Now at 7, we spoke with Tom Jackman, criminal justice reporter for the Washington Post. He had 3 main takeaways on the new indictment. Take a listen.
One is the calls by Trump and his people to state legislators and officials saying, overturn your state. The second one is filing false electors to be presented on January 6th, which electors came from Michigan and Georgia. And then the third one is the attempts to pressure Mike Pence into stopping the certification on January 6th. So those are the 3 main prongs of the indictment.
The former president has been summoned to appear in court on Thursday here in Washington, D.C. We're staying on top of this story tonight. We'll have much more coming up in DC News Now at